Hey everybody, it's Uber Dante, and in this video, I'm going to play a game that is not my own. This is part of the Dante Plays series, and when I first started this series, this game was one that I thought I really wanted to introduce. It's a really fun game. It's called Requiem Aeternam, and it's by Yannick Grams, and it's an 18 card game, and you're playing as Mozart on his deathbed, and your goal is to try to create something. You're not going to finish your next piece of music, but you're going to try to put something down. And so this represents what Mozart's actual final days working on this unfinished piece. So it's quite interesting theme. It's a really puzzly game. It's a lot of fun. Um, Unfortunately, when I set about to make this video, I realized the game is no longer available. The designer does not have an account on Board Game Geek anymore. Their work in progress threads are um, basically almost non-existent. All of their comments and stuff are gone, and it's unfortunate. This game, and they made another similar game called the Tenth Symphony, which was about um, Gustav Mahler's final days as well. So there's kind of similar um, theme there. Both of those games were really fun, really well designed. Um, Perhaps not finished, especially this one. There's just a few things could probably be fixed, but it's a great game as it is. Really enjoy it. Playing this a lot, but I realized, okay, it's not available. Maybe I shouldn't do it. And then I also realized that I don't have the rules, um, and I don't have a copy of the rules. So everything is in my mind, and I'm probably going to lose it. So I thought I'm going to make a video. And I pretty much remember the rules. So I'm going to make a video for myself or for anybody else who has this game and is looking for the rules. Um, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to put the game on playingcards.io because I think it's a little bit easier to see, and I'll try to explain how to play. Here we've got the game on playingcards.io. So I'm going to try to explain. The rules are a little bit complicated at first. Once you know the game, it's pretty easy. So I'm going to explain the rules little by little as I'm playing. And what we're looking at right now is a finished game. This is a finished game. This is a victory. On the left side, you've got these. It's actually 6 cards. And the setup, you're going to set this up, and this is the score that you're trying to complete. So you've got three of these. You got 6 setup cards. 3 of them have this woodwind, brass, percussion on the backside, and 3 of them have string, choir, and continuo on the backside. So you're going to pick one of each random. Set them up like this. So you have this long score, and then take the other 4 cards, just mix them up and set them up like this. And that way, beginning of the game, you're going to get all kinds of different setups. And what you're trying to do is you can see these different shapes, um, and they all have different musical passages on them. And so the colors of the shapes kind of help you find those, but they do have different musical passages as well. So um, you're trying to get your cards in your hand to match this. So you got all these cards. The rest of the deck is these cards that have different musical passages, shapes on them. And you're trying to place them to the playing area so that it matches what you have in here in setup. So you can see this kind of, if we look, if we look across the top, you got pink, blue, and then question mark. So question mark can be anything. So I'm going green here. It could even be these ones that aren't shapes, like this gray one or this orange one. Could fit where the question mark goes. And we have to have something there. You can just see, like, if we go down row by row, you can see that everything matches up. And so that would be, that's where you're trying to get to. That's where your goal is. Now, these other cards, the remaining of the cards, have two sides. So one side has three different shapes on it, and the other side has one shape, one restriction, this gray thing here, and one action you can take. So during the game, you're going to be maybe flipping these cards and trying to get them to, fit. So on the bottom right of each kind of section of the card, you can see what's going to be on the opposite side. So this one that I'm highlighting here has blue, red, and pink. So if you flip the card, you can see that's what you get. Okay, and same with the front side. They'll show you what's on the back. It's a little harder to tell, but the colors are the main thing you're looking for. Okay, so I'm just going to start the game, and so I click new game here. It should give us a new setup. And you're going to start with a kind of two sets of three, basically, cards. You're going to have your draw deck on one end, and you're going to have three cards that are inspired. So you're going to put those face up. So your draw deck here, the 7 cards here, and then 2 more face up, and then you're gonna have 3 cards next to it or below it that are the exhausted cards. And these cards, every turn, they'll be going left to right, and then they'll go to the excuse me, they'll go to the focus. If there's still cards remaining in the deck, then the focus cards will go over there. Otherwise, they'll go to this removed area. So, and whenever cards move, so each turn you're gonna use some card, place some cards, and they're all gonna move to the right. These inspired cards, when they move over to the exhausted area, will become exhausted. So you're gonna flip them over. Go that. A card in this last place will go over to the focus area, which I'll explain when we get to that. So this is your setup, your first move, what you do. First thing is you can use any one of these 3 actions that are in the exhausted area. And so I'm going to go through all of the actions. Hopefully I can find them. So there's 6 different actions you can take. You can take any one of these that are available here, or you can flip any of these inspired cards to their exhausted side and take any of the 6 actions. You can take any action. You have to either flip a card, or if the card's already flipped, you'll remove it from the game in order to take any action you want. Okay, so that probably comes into play later, or I guess you could do it earlier as well. So let's see what ones we have. We have flip any card in the sketchbook. So I put notebook here, sketchbook. Flip any of these cards. So it could be flipping a card from inspired card to the exhausted side, or from the exhausted side to the inspired card, inspired side. This one says to perform the compose phase twice. So composing is just placing a card on here. So after you take your action, you're going to place a card here. So if you use this action, you can place 2 cards. Any of these 6 cards you can place in here. This one says return any card on the score to the top of the deck. So if you place something and you're like, nah, I don't need that there, I want it somewhere else, you can bring it back. Let's see if we can find the other ones under here. That's the same. This one says take any action visible on a card in the score. So if I were to play like this one on here, then this one is available. I can use that one. What's our other one? This one is skip the compose phase. Not sure. I probably don't use this one. Perhaps with more playtesting, maybe got a different action there, but there could be a time when you want to use that, I guess, if you don't have anything good to play. I think that's everything. Okay, that's 6 actions, yeah. No, there's one more. Sorry, the last action is take the focus card and move it to the bottom of the notebook. Let's see if we can find that one. Maybe not. It's in here somewhere. Should be a couple of those. Yeah. So place the current focus card at the bottom of the deck. So that's kind of useful when we figure out when I explain the focus card to you. So focus basically introduces the restrictions. So that will help you avoid those restrictions. Okay. So I want to look here after. So we're going to take an action. Maybe let's just do this compose twice. I haven't even looked at the cards, but let's say we're going to do this compose twice. So whichever action you take, you're going to move that card to the end of the line. So basically, you're not going to be able to take that action the next turn. You can do it twice in a row. So I'm going to do this compose twice. That means my next action, I guess, is I'm going to take any of these 2 cards. I don't refresh after I play. I'm going to take any of these 2 and play them on here. Now, when you're playing, I've got this yellow and green, and this matches here. I can't play over here on the third spot. You always have to be either touching, part of the card has to be touching the left side or touching another card. So something like that is okay. Yeah, what did I do? Yeah, so I probably didn't put those cards back the right way. That's okay. So yeah, this would be great here because I've got 2. But I can't place that there. So the first one is going to have to be somewhere along here. Now you can place it so only one is touching above or below. That's fine. And you kind of have to be careful. How am I going to place this one? So I could place this here. Then I need another pink that's on the bottom. I can see I have one here. Or I could place this one pink here. Now I need to find a pink that's on the top, which right now I don't see any. So, you have to be careful where you're placing these. And ideally you get, a couple. So I see right here, I've got this green and purple. So let's go ahead. I think that would be a good move. The green and purple there. And then I can compose twice. So now I can go over here or something like that. Now I've got orange and yellow. I can't rotate this card. PCIO doesn't let me. I can't rotate this card so that the yellow's on the bottom and the red is on the top. The cards have to be in this configuration, this orientation. But I can place something over here. Like I can place that down there. I guess I played this card, so I guess I can play this one. I haven't played in a while, so don't remember all the rules. I don't want to place this here, because then how am I going to get this guy? I'm going to have to place, either cover up this card or cover up that, which I don't want to do. I could play like here. It would be fine. get that orange one, the red one, whatever that is. And then hope, do something like that. Put that down in there. But I'd like to save that for there. So maybe I put this down here. I'll try to find a orange on the bottom. Red on the bottom. So these are kind of things you need to think about. I like this here. So let's go ahead and do something like that. Then my next turn I can do this. Okay. Now the other thing you need to be careful of, and I haven't brought it up yet, is the focus. So after I played, we're going to move everything to the right. And the first thing we're going to do is take this card here and move this to the focus. And so for the next turn, you have to obey this gray restriction. You must compose for the woodwind section this round. And that's fine if that's what you're planning on doing. The other ones are like you can't compose for the brass or something. So these are can be annoying, and they can hurt you. Now, one thing you can do is I played that one there. I could have said, you know what, let's play this one here. And then I don't have a card in this last spot. And so this one doesn't go to the focus. So that's a kind of important rule. If there's no card here, then there's no focus for the next turn. So that's kind of a strategy you can do. Use that last card, and it won't go to the focus. And then you just move all these cards over. I don't know if I want to do that. But yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So then I'm going to push all these over. This gets exhausted. I'll keep going. Okay, so this is our next turn now. So now I've got flip a card. So I could flip this one and place that guy down there. This card is going to become exhausted soon, so I probably want to play that. I can use this one. Take any action visible on a card in the score. Okay, so we can do that. Move that to the end, and this is visible, so I can perform the compose phase twice again. So that sounds good. And I want to place this one because it's got two. Actually, it's got three. So look at this. So I'm doing pretty good there. Where else could I play? I mean, I can almost play pretty much. I can't play up here, but I could play like there. I don't think I can play there. It has to be touching on the left. So this would not be a legal move. This would be okay. So I can play in here or in here. So just pink, double pink. The doubles are kind of tricky. And I just placed that one there. So it kind of sucks. I need this to place here. So I'd like to place pink here, but I don't have it. So let's just play this here. Now I'll take care of this purple. Okay. For now, maybe that's okay. Maybe I'll figure it out later. Okay. So that's the end of my turn. Now we'll see how the focus works. So this goes to focus. These become exhausted. Those stay exhausted. This becomes exhausted. And I'm moving these down. Running out of cards. Okay. I'm really worried about this pink. I could play this and then this, but they need to be flipped. So, and right now it says I can't compose to the choir, and choir's down here. So I'm fine. I'm not going to compose there. So focus isn't hurting me. I'm going to flip any card in the sketchbook, and I'm going to flip this one. So now I can play here. And then hopefully next turn I'll flip again and play that up there. Okay. Okay, so that's my turn. So now what happens is the focus goes back to the notebook. Now, it's not clear if it goes, the rules aren't really clear about does this stay exhausted, or because it's in the inspired deck, does it become inspired? So I it's easy. I think you could play like easy mode and hard mode. So if you read the rules, like technically it doesn't say to flip it back. So you would have this exhausted over here at the bottom of the deck. For a little bit easier game, I would say to flip it back to the inspired side. The other thing that's not clear in the rules is if you have, like, you flip this card, can you now use this action? Can this go over here? Or can you only use the 3 actions over here? Those are a couple of things aren't clear in the rule book, but you can kind of do what you like. So I think for this game, let's just flip it to the. I would say if you're first starting, you try and learn the game. It's pretty tough, even when you flip it. So, and then it gets really tough if you leave it exhausted. So let's do that for this one. We'll play the easy version. And that goes under there. And then, yeah. So this one is my new focus. And then we're going to move these all down. And I hope I didn't hurt myself here. Okay. And now I only have 1 card left here. So when this gets exhausted, you no longer move the focus back to the notebook. It goes to the removed card. So that's like this beginning of the end. The card, you just start losing cards. And so you're running out of time. So that's one thing this card game does. It's really neat. It's just, you're on your deathbed and you're running out of time. Okay. So I know I want to put this pink. This is the only pink I have left. I can see that. I need to put this one. I need to put this card here. And I don't know about the rest of the cards, but I need to put that pink there. I probably also need a blue on the bottom and a green on the bottom and a purple on the bottom. Or middle maybe is okay. Okay. So, but this says I can't compose to the brass, but that's okay. I'm only going to compose to the woodwind. So I want to flip. Unfortunately, I don't have flip. I've moved the focus, return a card, or do an action on the score, but the only action is this, do it twice. I could maybe wait for this guy to come around again. What we're going to do is this card's going to become flipped anyways. So I'm going to flip that card. It's going to become exhausted the next turn anyways. So let's flip that. If you flip a card, then you can take any of the available actions. So my action is flip a card. So I will flip this card. And this will be good because then I won't have to worry about focus next time. And I put this here. So this first column is finished. Okay. Now that's the end of my turn. The cleanup stage is important. So you always move the focus card first, then this card, and then you slide everything down. So when you're moving the focus, you have to check and see, are there any cards here? If there's a card, then you can move it over there. So let's move it over there. We'll make it active again. and put it at the bottom. And then we'll see, do we have a card here? No, so there's no focus. Then we move everything down. And that one was already exhausted, so it stays exhausted. And there we go. Okay, so we got a few more turns. I think we're in a good spot. I need to place this blue one here. And then I need a green on the bottom, which I have here. And I need a purple on the bottom, which I have here. And I could also do a purple in the middle. So go here. So I think this will be a victory. And of course, I'm playing the easier version. So if these were on the other side, it might be a different story. Maybe not, because I could play that one there as well. So, anyways, I need to take an action. Flip a card. Oh, I need to take an action. I guess that's an optional. I think it's optional. So okay. So let's do that. Let's take this. We'll skip that. We'll skip that phase. I don't think you need to take an action. And then I guess I could. Which card do I need? Like I want to use this one again. I could delay it. And I could see what's coming up next. So maybe, yeah, it wouldn't be bad. I don't know if you can take an action, like place the current focus card at the bottom of the deck if you don't have a focus card? Can you take that action? I don't know. And it's a solitaire game, so you can kind of make up the rule, what's allowed and what's not allowed. I obviously don't want to do that. Take that action. Flip a card probably wouldn't be bad. So I don't think I need this card. And this is, you cannot compose to the strings. That's fine, because I already got the strings done. Okay, so let's say I'm going to do that. I want to flip a card, and let's just flip this card, because then I could maybe use that as well. Okay. And then I'm just going to take, what do I need? I need blue. Oh, I need this yellow too. I didn't see that. So I need this yellow, and I also need this green. Maybe I'm in worse shape than I thought I was. Now I could play this here. I don't have a blue on the bottom. I have a blue on the bottom here. Okay. Let's do that. So I didn't flip a card yet, right? I said flip a card. Let's flip. Oh, wait, I need that yellow. Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah. We're in a bit of trouble here. So I need okay. Blue in the middle is okay. No, blue in the middle is not okay. Because I have this purple. I need blue on the bottom. Shoot. Well. Oh, did I flip that card? Let's go back. Shoot. Okay. What was I going to do with that? Oh boy. I need I need this yellow. This is the only yellow. It has to go here. But I could place this one as well. But I need a blue on the bottom. I have a blue here. But I also need this green. I have a green here. Maybe it will work. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. Um. Let's do. This one's gonna change anyways. Let's flip this one. Okay, so I did move to flip. Let's flip this one and place this one here. Okay, so it's a nice puzzle here at the end. Game's definitely a nice puzzle. Okay, so all right, that's my turn. That goes to string. This gets exhausted. And this goes down here. Now, this card, I'm going to lose this card. Unless I do this action, place the current focus card at the bottom of the deck. So in that case, I can move that over here, I believe. Otherwise, because there's no card at the deck, then this goes to the removed cards. Again, the rules are not. It's kind of still a work in progress. So, but I think I could place the current focus card at the bottom of the deck. There's no deck, but I think you can move it over there. But I think, can we do this? What do I need to do? Why is this guy flipped? He shouldn't be flipped. Okay. What do I need to do? I need to place this here. That would be strings though, right? No, that wouldn't be strings. Okay, I could place that there. Then I would just have these two cards remaining. Which one do I need? Green. Green on the bottom. Okay. And purple in the middle. Okay. So I need this one. So I need green on the bottom. Okay. Let's place the current focus card at the bottom deck. Okay, so that'll be our action. That'll be our action. Then we'll take this one and put it at the bottom of the deck. I guess we'll say it's active. And then let's place this one here. Cannot compose to the woodwind. Okay, we're fine. All right, place this one here. Then my next turn, this goes to the focus. This goes here. This goes here. This becomes exhausted and goes here. Okay, now I need to play this green, and I need to play this purple. So, and I can't. Oh shoot! I can't compose. I can't compose to the woodwind. Okay. How am I gonna do this? Okay. Place the current focus card at the bottom of the deck. This will be my action. This is gonna go over here. And I'm gonna play. So now I don't have to worry about the woodwind. I'm gonna play this green here. Okay, that's my turn. Nothing goes to the focus. Everything goes down. This card gets exhausted. Okay, and I just need to play this purple. So I have flip any card in the sketchbook. So I'll move that here. I'm gonna flip that card and play it there. So unless I overlooked something, I think that is a victory. So we got let's go row by row. Pink, anything purple, pink, blue, anything purple, green, anything yellow, anything red, green, and purple, yellow, anything. So that works out. Okay, so that's the game. Yeah, thanks for watching.